Hey guys, what's up? I just got home to see this awesome movie that I've been dying to see since it came out uh, since last week, and I went to see Logan and this movie. I did not see it over the day because it was the same day as the Switch, so I got the Switch first, and I get a chance to see it because both things come in the same day, like the Switch and the Logan movie. But I finally got to see Logan, and it has to be one of the best X-Men movie of the year. I mean, this year. Like being an X-Men fan, like there's a lot of things that that caught my attention. So I'm gonna give my full reviews of the highlights of certain of the actors. Who is the shiny star of the movie, and also how this movie reflected to the comics or to the other movies. So there may be little spoilers, so not gonna be grand spoilers. So and also what do I think about as a send off for Hugh Jackman supposed to be last Logan movie, or last role as playing Logan, aka Wolverine, for the X-Men franchise. But we don't know. There's rumors that it's possibly that he may appear in other films, or never know. We just gotta see. So the director is James Mangold, who directed the last Wolverine movie, which it was okay, but you could tell that Fox interfered to say that that Wolverine has to be the superhero, or just Fox to just try to be Fox, take control of the movie. But I'm glad they did take over this movie, because this movie is so dead on one of the best movies I've seen, especially for Wolverine, especially as Hugh Jackman playing Logan as Wolverine. This is exactly the Wolverine movie that I've been dying and waiting for since a long time, since the first two X-Men movies, since how S2 ended, when they focused on the Wolverine story, how he became the Wolverine. But they didn't show much of who the Wolverine is, like who is a berserker who kills. And even though when he kill people, there's no blood, there's no blood on his claws, there's no blood on nothing like that. And this is the first rated R X-Men movie. It's not a first rated R because Deadpool is an X-Men movie, but it's not like a fully X-Men movie, because Deadpool is pretty much Deadpool. He does whatever. But with Logan, especially in doing this storyline, it fits well as a rated R movie, and it fits well. And it's not like it's not like they put a rated R right out of purpose. It's a rated R because it's really like a compelling emotional story within these characters that's in the movie. Hugh Jackman give it his finest performance. I feel like he's giving his Oscar-worthy performance as Logan, aka Wolverine, because he did this storyline. It takes place as the old man Logan, the old Logan storyline, but it's not taking ideas from. It's not really the whole thing from the comics. It's just a glimpse of idea of old man Logan, of who he is. But it takes place of the future, like 2029, and it's the only survivors of the mutant population is him and Professor X, Charles Xavier, who is hiding, trying to blend in, not trying to get involved with anything or fights or nothing, because a lot of these have been going on throughout the years, and also they both going through a lot of stuff that they're going through, and especially Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. Oh man, I feel for him. Like really, he's like almost like his 90s. He's going through dementia. Like his mind control is not controllable because he has that disease. And you feel for him, and it's kind of sad that that Logan had to take care of Professor Charles Xavier, because he's going through a lot of stuff. If he doesn't take care of his medicine, he goes crazy. His mind goes crazy, and his mind powers can't be controllable until somebody has to put him to sleep or calm down. But it is sad. It is sad, but I'm not gonna give you too much because it just gives that whole emotion of Charles Xavier of what he's going through. But I'm not gonna tell you what happened to him throughout the end. You know, unless you guys seen it, you probably knew what happened. And yeah, I'm gonna give the props to Patrick Stewart for giving his performance as Charles Xavier. Like this is, I mean, even though even though like in the third one he dies, this one this one I feel for him more than what he did in S3, because this one is just pretty much you feel for Charles Xavier, and I was emotionally crying for this one. And Hugh Jackman gave it a finest performance as Logan, you know, showing him how he is broken down, that his healing powers is not working as much. You know, every time he heals, it's like he still has like, you know, blood in him, or like, you know, still got marks in him that he can't, you know, go back to normal like he usually does in like the old times. You know, his healing is not working. He's like becoming rusty. That's what it is. His adamantium skeleton is getting rusty. So pretty much it's falling apart, it's breaking apart, and also I'm not giving telling you what else he has because you guys see the movie, and it's just amazing. Also, they introduced a new character being played by Daphne King. Her character name is Laura. If you guys know who she is, and plus if you guys see the trailer, she is of course S23. Her relationship with her and Logan is so well companion, and plus her getting more closer to Professor X more than Logan, because Logan and her are so alike. I'm not gonna explain how and why, you know, she's there and stuff like that until you see her, but she did a fine ass job. I mean, she did everything like pretty much how almost like Wolverine is. You know, I don't know how old she is, but she does an amazing job compared to a lot of child actors who done amazing movies. I mean, don't get me wrong, Chloe Grace Moretz did an amazing job as Hit Girl, but at the same time, you know, it's just this girl just, I think she just pretty much dropped out Chloe Grace Moretz out of the picture, because wow, this girl got a future. I mean, like, if she does more movies like this, I know I'll probably gonna see her in horror movies, because stars like her, I would probably see her in a horror movie. But she does an amazing job as Laura, aka S23. She did an amazing job as her, and her story is, you also feel for her too. Like, I'm glad that James Mangold focused on the storyline of the characters, give them more characteristic storyline, and also give us a feel what I've been waiting for in the X-Men movie, is give that emotional feeling of what are the mutants going through, and what is, like, you know, why are they hiding out, or like why are, like, you know, they're so afraid to use their powers, you know, because they don't want, you know, much exposure. They don't want to feel like they're being discriminated, you know. This is exactly what I'm waiting for. You know, X-Men is not about, oh, we gotta save the world, you know, unless they have to, unless they gotta save the world from apocalypse, or they gotta save the world from, you know, from an evil alien that comes down, you know, on Earth. But as long as, like, as much, like, you know, when Magneto tried to kill people, they try to stop him because they don't want to create a war. They just wanted to, you know, don't want to get involved because they are, you know, people who have give powers, but they don't want to use it for, you know, to kill people, unless they have, I mean, not kill people, but, you know, like, stop people from, you know, destroying the world, unless they have to. But at the same time, they all going doing what they're going to do. So with Logan, it pretty much gives us that aspect of, you know, why, you know, X-Men is going through what they're going through, and why, you know, all the mutants cannot, you know, fit into the human society because of who they are. And I'm just saying, there's not really much to say. You know, I felt like this, you know, like I said, this is one of the best movies I ever seen. You know, became one of my, like, top 4 X-Men movies, or 5, because, you know, you got Deadpool, the first 3 X-Men movies, the first and second X-Men movie, Days of Future Past, First Class, and Logan, actually 7, and yeah. There's like 7 movies that's like my top 7 X-Men movies of all time, you know, because it became one of my favorite movies. I just don't know what Foster's gonna do with James Mangold, but I hope he just steps in and take control of his own movie, not Foster interfering, like how Ryan Reynolds doing with Deadpool. Just making sure that that Foster to take over their movies, because when they take over, that's why movies became horrible, and that's why everything is all over the place. And this is a very sad film, so I just say and there's no after credits, so there's no after credits. You could just stay and then leave from the credits, but it's a very sad movie. It's a very depressing movie, but it is exactly what I wanted to see with X-Men. Give me the feels of the mutants, what they go through, because with us, like people who are being, going through homosexual, like going through what they're going through, like with the homosexualities and with the diseases, we all been discriminated. So, and even our race too. That's why I love about X-Men. X-Men is always a reflection about what America is going through, and that's why we feel discriminated against pretty much the government and the rich people and the people who have perfect homes, because they have all these perfect homes. We don't. We struggle. We be discriminated. We not get hired. It's just stuff like that. That's why I love my X-Men. So overall, I will give this movie a 10 out of 10 because this is the best X-Men movie ever, and I recommend everybody to see it. And I heard that there's gonna be some scene from that was deleted in the movie, which I don't know why they deleted it. It would be interesting to know what happened to the other mutants in the past 2029. So what do you guys think of Logan? You guys like it? You guys do like it? You guys are not a big X-Men fan like I am. I'm a huge X-Men fan. And if you want James Mangold to direct another movie similar like Logan, like what's the next? I believe that he should do the next X-Men movie, or the new reboot, or the new mutants, or S4s, or whatever they're doing, and maybe work with Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is doing more Deadpool movies. We'll see. We just gotta see, and I just hope that Fox doesn't interfere to making their movie thinking like, oh, we want to add stuff like how Marvel is doing with their villains, and then how they just they don't care about the characters at all. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. So see ya. Bye.